and you really must tune in. He's ironic, iconic, maybe bionic. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Genius. He's a genius.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Burhan for Nerd Genius and RetroAlum.com, and I am here with
John Schnepp. What's going on?
John, you are the director of a piece that's basically behind me. We've got the poster advertising it. It's blowing up all over the internet at the moment. Kevin Smith's been promoting it as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Sure. It's called The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. It's basically a documentary about this film that never got made. It was called Superman Lives. Kevin Smith had written a draft of it. It was followed by two other writers, Wesley Strick, Dan Gilroy. It was going to be directed by Tim Burton. A lot of art was created for it, and Nicolas Cage was cast to play the Man of Steel. This was going to be produced by John Peters, who had also produced Batman before that. A lot of controversy came around in 98, 99 about Nicolas Cage playing Superman, Tim Burton directing Superman, and Warner Brothers just not really wanting to take that risk, so the project got shelved. I found out years later that I was really interested in this property. I wanted to see why this film didn't get made, so I decided to raise money on Kickstarter to make a documentary. I raised the money, and 2.5 years later, I've got a completed film, and I've been showing it, and it seems like people dig it. So
in terms of like the documentary itself, because Kevin Smith's talked a little bit about this, how are you able to flesh this out?
Well, basically by not only interviewing Kevin Smith, but going and talking to Tim Burton here in London, talking to the other writers, Wesley Strick, Dan Gilroy, talking to several dozen artists who were the actual concept designers for this film. Like, as in all films and television shows, there's usually a period of pre-production where designs and concepts and sets and everything is developed. And for Superman Lives, there were a lot of different amazing concept drawings of Krypton, of Doomsday, of Brainiac, and only a few had ever surfaced online. I was really interested in finding out what else was made for this film, and the more I dug, the more I found out, and the more interested I got, so it kind of just evolved from there.
So what you're doing here today at the MCM London Comicon, are you kind of like promoting awareness of this movie?
Yeah, basically I was invited to come and screen the film. We finished the film just a few months ago, the MCM. I came here last year as a guest. I've also directed Metalocalypse for its 4 seasons. I directed Venture Brothers, Marvel's Black Panther, directed The Upright Citizen Brigade. So I'm kind of known as a director of television. So it was fun to come here and then promote my film. This is my first feature film and my first documentary. So to come here the second year for MCM and actually premiere it here in London was a fun treat. And it was great to show it to everyone here in the UK. My sweaty nerds, my UK sweaties, everybody really seemed to dig it. So I do a talk show in America called AMC Movie Talk, and I run my own show called AMC Heroes and Sweaty Nerds. And it's all about geek culture, comic books, fantasy, sci-fi, all the things that everybody loves, that I love. So I figure what I like, you probably like, so that's why I do these shows. So
that's amazing. As a creator myself, as a director myself, it's great to go into like the ingrained ins and outs of the movie industry. It's what people don't understand is it's like kind of like the gaming industry. A lot of it's full of politics. It's full of all these intricate little parts, these stories that have never been told. And it's great to have something like this, especially for those people like who want to actually know what happened to the movie. There's a fan base out there. There's people out there who are just like kind of like biting at the seams, just trying to find out exactly what happened. And it's amazing. Now, if anyone wants to find you, where would we be able to find you?
You guys can go to Twitter or Instagram, just at John Schnepp, and that's JONSCHNEPP, or at TDOSLWH. Also, if you want to buy the movie, it comes out July 9th. Go to the website, www.tdoslwh.com. That's the only place you'll be able to find it. You could get a digital download. You could buy all the deleted scenes. And thanks a lot for having me.
No problem. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for basically having this is one of my favorite interviews to have today. So now this is Michael Burhan, of course, for John, saying that we've got gameplay. Have you?
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.